Are you aware of the YouTubers Exerbia, Thoughty2, and Solar Sands? Well, what if I told you they all fit the same 7-point content delivery structure? Now, this is a video that I did last time, but I have a new perspective for you. So I want to share with you another interpretation of that 7-point content delivery structure that nearly all YouTubers use for their video essays. First, the hook. All three YouTubers start their videos with a strong hook to grab the audience's attention. Exerbia often uses humor, absurdity, while Thoughty2 uses intriguing questions or statements, and Solar Sands uses provocative images and ideas. This is a crucial part of the content delivery structure as it sets the tone and expectations for the rest of the video. The second part is background, where the YouTuber provides context and information to establish the topic and its relevance. Exerbia uses imaginative scenarios or thought experiments, while Thoughty2 uses historical and scientific facts. Solar Sands uses personal anecdotes or cultural references. This part of the structure is important to establish the credibility and authority of the YouTuber, as well as engage with the audience's curiosity and interests. Third part, thesis, where the YouTuber states the main argument or idea. Exerbia often frames this thesis as a philosophical or existential question, while Thoughty2 frames this as a problem or a puzzle. Solar Sands frames this as a motif. This part of the structure is crucial to focus the audience's attention and provide a clear direction for the rest of the video. Part 4 is evidence, where the YouTuber provides supporting information or examples to strengthen their thesis. Exerbia often uses visual metaphors or analogies, allegories, while Thoughty2 uses data and research. Solar Sands uses artwork or literary works. This part is important to provide credibility and depth to the argument or the idea, as well as to engage the audience's emotions and imagination. The fifth part is analysis, where the YouTuber interprets or evaluates the evidence to develop their own thesis further. Exerbia often uses humor or satire, while Thoughty2 is a critical thinker, uses logic. Solar Sands uses aesthetics or cultural criticisms. This part is important to show the YouTuber's intellectual and creative prowess, as well as to inspire the audience's curiosity and reflection. Part 6 is the conclusion, where the YouTuber summarizes their whole thesis and evidence and draws one final insight or lesson. Exerbia often uses a poetic or philosophical language, while Thoughty2 uses practical or ethical considerations. And Solar Sands uses personal or universal connections. This part of the structure is important to provide closure and resolution to the video, as well as to inspire the audience's action or contemplation. Part 7. The seventh or final part of the content delivery structure is a call to action, where the YouTuber encourages the audience to do something related to the topic. Exerbia often uses humor or irony. Thoughty2 uses sincerity or urgency. Solar Sands uses empathy or inspiration. This part of the structure is crucial to motivate the audience to engage with the video's message. This content delivery structure varies a little bit from the content delivery structure I gave you in the last episode, but that's because it wasn't written by me. This was written by ChatGPT. In fact, the entire video was written by ChatGPT with a few tweaks from me. Maybe this is a little bit more accurate because it was written by an analysis algorithm that had a much broader sample size than the 3 videos that I analyzed. Now, there was another part of the video where I said the Lord's Prayer and Hero's Journey are 2 great templates, and I'm not sure I fully agree with how the AI meshed those into this structure, but let's go through that. I'll start with the Hero's Journey. The Hero's Journey is a classic narrative structure identified by Joseph Campbell and can also be viewed as following this 7-point delivery structure. The first part is where the hero is introduced to the ordinary world and acts as the hook, engaging the reader's interest and setting the stage for the rest of the story. The second and third parts is where the hero receives a call to adventure and crosses the threshold into the new world. They act as the background and thesis, respectively. establishing the context and focus of the story. The fourth part is where the hero faces challenges and learns from the mentors and allies. This acts as evidence, providing the supporting information for the main plot. The fifth and sixth parts is where the hero faces a crisis and undergoes a transformation. This acts as an analysis, a conclusion, respectively, interpreting and summarizing the main themes of the story. Finally, the seventh part, where the hero returns to the ordinary world. This part acts as the call to action, inspiring the reader or the viewer to apply the story's lessons to their own lives. That's fairly accurate. Finally, the Lord's Prayer can also be boiled down into a 7-point content delivery structure. But I didn't quite agree with how the AI fit it into these categories. It would just list a bunch of sections and then say, this works. And I kind of felt like it was lying to me. So it also chose to kind of just skip over this part, and I had to force it to think about it to make it work, and it didn't really work. I think you can. The hook being the main topic, God, the background being God's authority, the thesis being bringing His will to be done, the evidence being giving us our daily needs to support us, the analysis being more introspective, we're analyzing ourselves, how can we live out a life of forgiveness without first seeking it. Conclusion being number 6, I think is confusing, but avoiding evil, not becoming evil, and the call to action, a life centered around God's authority. I really felt like the AI was fitting a square peg in a round hole at this point, and maybe I am too. Maybe it doesn't matter exactly the structure that you fit. Maybe there's no absolute universal content delivery structure. The important thing is that when you are delivering something, a video essay, a speech, writing a book, just make the outline and have a structure to follow. You can analyze somebody else, like, I want to be like that. Okay, follow their structure. Maybe follow a few more structures so you don't accidentally plagiarize some of their work, because maybe some of those things are unique to them. So in all seriousness, maybe there is no universal content delivery structure. I think this is a good one. The important thing is that you have one. And if you're starting a YouTube channel or have to do a report tonight, this might be a good model to follow. So you don't have to have ChatGPT write all of your work for you. At any rate, I'm Chris. Thanks for watching Live Clever. You might want to check this video out here. It was written with the assistance of AI, and I think it's pretty amusing. And if you want to check out the long version of my content delivery structure video analyzing these 3 YouTubers with more depth, you can check out that one down there too. As always, thanks for watching.